Hello, welcome back to the Wild Hunt. My name is Beast, and today we're back with Honey 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 again for once. For those wondering why we're starting off in here, it's because of the extra menu. Because turns out, in the first part, before I actually installed the fucking R18 patch, we did already miss this CG. So yeah, just wanted to show that you missed something. Now you're no longer missing. Also, not gonna go too long with this one, since I do have my driver's license test tomorrow, and I am in full body pain from being just tense the entire time. Also, y'all decided, if I remember correctly, like 2 people wanted Arika, like roughly 2 people wanted Tsukasa, and basically everyone else seems to have wanted Miyuki, so that's more peace and quiet. Honestly, I prefer not dealing with either side. Either way, there's no way for me to have a peaceful student life now. I want to avoid both of them. Avoid women in general. Tired of being tossed around like this. Just try and find a way to protect myself.
Honey, honey, honey.
That's just basically like already IS. You're
そ
slotted
れじゃ
into a
あ
route,
終
it
電終わ
seems.
り。また明日ね、みんな。
Is that really already the fucking route choice? That's early. And with that, students start filing out of the classroom one after the other. Some will go to their student clubs, some play with their friends, and others stay behind to study. Guess I should head home then. And then there are students like me who go straight home. Lately I've been running into a lot of people. Women, to be exact. Dealing with all these situations I'm not used to has got me feeling exhausted. Surely today of all days I'll get to go right home and spend some time alone.
シュック、この後時間あるかしら。
Oh, Miss Miyuki.
前から思っていたのだけど、周りに他の生徒がいるときは、三峰先生って呼んでみない？
Alright, sorry, I'll start doing
謝
that.
るようなことじゃないわ。ただ、他の生徒たちの目もあるし。というか、みんながいる前で名前呼ばれるとキュンキュンしちゃって、仕事どころじゃ。
Oh, what?
それで、この後なんだけど、生徒指導室に来てもらえる？
Student guidance office? Did I do something
不
wrong?
安にならなくていいわ。ちょっと、二人きりで相談したいことがあるだけだから。そう、二人きりで。
That sounds somehow worse. Oh, by the way, started playing Tales of Rise a bit today. Really enjoying it, but after got the rest for that ponytail girl, that tsundere, it introduces fast travel to you. So of course was okay. I'm gonna like fast travel back. And maybe I'll think about if I'll save and actually record, or if I'll keep going. The game crashed. So yeah, the game basically made the decision for me, and bruh, I don't think I've like I don't think I've saved since the combat tutorial. Anyways,
指導室という狭い空間で生徒と教師が二人きり一体何が起こってしまうのかしら。むしろ私が何かを起こしに。
Miss Mitsumine?
なんでもないわ。私は正気よ。
You sure about that? Really?
それじゃあ待ってるわね。
Saying that, Miyuki leaves the classroom. Just two of us. Miyuki is a nice, well put together teacher normally, But when we're alone together, her personality changes a little. It's because she used to take care of me. She probably thinks of me as a troublemaking little brother. No. Something tells me that's not it. She's overly protective of me sometimes as well. It's actually kind of awkward for me, really. If she's calling me to the guidance office, it's gotta be important. Yes. She's gonna be going to court. She's gonna be sitting in court, you know, after this. I probably should go.
Goめんなさい。急に呼び出してしまって。
Yes. Hold on. There we go. Namu Amidabutsu. I don't know what it means, but that's like the fucking typical, like, stereotypical joke. Yes, he is now thanking Buddha because something is good happened or something. Nah, that's fine. I go to the student guidance office as requested. Really only put 2 people here. There.
目の保養。
Miyuki?
なんでもないわ。つい本音が出ただけで冗談よ。
Which one is it? So, what was it you wanted to discuss?
君の学校生活について少し聞きたいの。
My student life.
転校生っていろいろ大変だと思うから、友達がなかなかできないとか、勉強がついていけないとか、
Right.
他にも悩み事があったりするなら遠慮なく相談してほしいの。ずっと君を見ていたい。あ、じゃなくて、ずっと君を見ていたいわけじゃないのだけど。
Miyuki?
ほら、あまり他の生徒と一緒にいるところを見ないから。おうち時間。
おうち時間。おうち時間。
もしかしたら友達ができなくて悩んでるのかなって。
Seems a little off, but honestly worried about me.
昔馴染みだからってわけじゃないけど、ちょっと気になっちゃったの。
She smiles softly and perhaps a little stiffly. I think she's honestly just worried about me though. Thank you for your concern, but I've always preferred being alone, so I'm not really bothered by being on my own. If anything, it's easier.
そう？でも、ご両親もお家を空けていることが多いのでしょ？話し相手が欲しい時とか、相談できる相手はいる？
That's...
なんなら、私を相談相手として欲しがってもいいのよ。今夜、うち来る？
No thanks.
そう？来ないのね。本当に来ない？
I'm not going! He's literally begging me to go to her place. I appreciate that you're worried about me, but really I'm fine on my own. It's true that it's healthy for students to spend time with friends, but...
別にそこまで言っていないわ。一人で過ごすのも十分に学生らしいと思うわ。人間関係って得られるものもあるけど、疲れることも多いものね。
I feel that's something a teacher shouldn't
ただ
say.
ね、私は10年前の幼い頃のしゅんくんのことを知ってるから。
It was like back then.
だから昔の君と今の君にギャップを感じてしまったの。あの頃の君は元気で友達がいて、何事にもひたむきで、笑顔がよく似合ってて。
Was I really like that?
髪はサラサラで しい匂いがして、半ズボン姿がキュートで。何度抱きしめたいって思ったことか。尊い。
Please, safety distance. I do not feel safe. I never thought I'd be brandishing this at a teacher. Actually, no. Sheet-tail was a thing. Anyways. Miyuki, you're panting.
そんなことないわ。でも、うち、来る？
What's with the butt?
とにかく、無理をしているわけじゃないなら、よく言っておくけど、心配していたのは本当なんだからね。
Yes, and I appreciate that. I feel like I used to worry her all the time when I was a kid as well. My parents would have always been the type to be out working late, so I'm normally at home all alone. There was a girl back then, Miyuki, who would come over and watch me out of worry. I don't remember how I met her, but I do remember her taking care of me. She'd tutor me, bring me food, play games with me, sometimes force me into the bath with her. I remember being dragged into her bed to be her pillow before, too. Every time we'd meet, she'd pull me into a hug for 10 minutes, or take 50 photos of me. I was pretty scared of her skinship approach back then, but I remember it being more fun than not. Yeah, we had good times. I have a pretty favorable impression of her based on all those great times we had. And even now, Miyuki's looking out for me. You haven't really changed. Oh, I meant that in a good way. Even though you're so busy, you still gotta be a way to make time for me and worry about me. Talking with her like this, again, made me realize, this person, she's the only person I've felt really comfortable spending time with. I've had time to think about it. I feel like you're always rescuing me. I feel like my cheeks blush. I like that about you, Miyuki. He just murdered her. Just in broad daylight, just... After a strange scream, Miyuki falls right out of her chair. Miyuki, are you okay?
大丈夫よ。ちょっと石ころにつまずいただけ。問題ないわ。
I seriously doubt there are any pebbles in here.
さあ、面談は終わりよ。
Oops. What's wrong?
さっきのしゅんくんの笑顔、かわいすぎ。写真撮ればよかった。
Miyuki?
なんでもないわ。ほら、鍵をかけるから、早く出なさい。
Okay. She snaps in and out of her teacher mode so quickly. That's also something neat about her. I'll see you tomorrow then. After leaving the student guidance office, I head straight home. I'm late back again today. I hurried to the supermarket after getting home. I forgot there's nothing in the fridge. The convenience store would be good enough, but the food at the supermarket should be on sale at this hour. If I can save cash, I'd prefer the discount. Huh? Stopping my tracks after crossing the street. What's wrong, Miyuki?
あら、しゅんくんこそ、どうしたの？まさか、やっぱり、うちに来たくなったの？
No.
うん。そう。違うのね。
She really doesn't change even outside the classroom. So, what's wrong? You were spacing out there.
そういうしゅんくんこそ、こんな遅くに外出？
Oh, I thought I'd grab some dinner.
うちで食べてく？
No, thanks.
そう？まあ、どのみち今、うちに入れないんだけど。
Did something happen?
それが、うちの鍵が見当たらないのよ。どこかに忘れてきちゃったみたいで。
What, seriously? So I guess this is her place. Thought she would be commuting from her parents' place.
実家に泊めてもらうって手もあるけど、明日の授業で使うプリントとか、うちの中にあるし。
Yuki sighs softly. Looks like she's really in a bind. Is there anything I can do to help? I'm shocked at how the words slip out before I
あ
know it.
ら気を使ってくれているの
Nah, it's just you've always helped me when I was young.
ありがとう。それなら、せっかくだし。あ、そうね。しゅんくんちに、止めてもらおうか
That wouldn't solve your problem. What about your hand axe?
な。そうだったわね。まあ、しゅんくんちに行ったら、絶対に正気保てないし、夕飯の代わりに私を、なんてこと言っちゃったりして。
Yuki?
なんでもないわ。私は、正気よ。
Are you sure? Just no. I had feeling sane people wouldn't go around yelling about how sane they
と
are.
にかく、協力してもらえるのはありがたいのだけど、こんな時間に生徒を付き合わせるのは、教師としてさすがにね。
Then think of it as Shun Orihara helping instead of just some student, even though I'm all grown now.
それって、それって、しゅんくんのことを、一人の男性として見てもいいってこと？
I wouldn't make that big a deal about it. Where did that come from? Think of it as me helping out as a neighbor. Or I guess normally I'd avoid any interaction with a woman like the plague. But seeing someone who helped me so much as a kid in trouble like this. Heck, I don't need a reason to help you. I don't want to become someone who would ignore a person in need
しゅ
anyway.
んくん、
Yes?
今夜、お赤飯炊きましょう。
Why? So, where was the last place you had your key?
いまいち覚えてないのよ。私、鍵はカバンじゃなくて、ポケットに入れる癖があって。
Your pocket.
確認してみる。
She suddenly takes a step closer. What? No, it's fine. You're too close. Her breasts and face are so close to me now. I'm all up in my personal
で
space.
も、私、しゅんくんにも確認してほしいな。しゅんくんになら、しゅんくんにだけなら、いくらでも確認されたいな。
What does that even mean? As bad, Miyuki completely laughs back into her old babysitter ways. For now, take a step back. Her sweet floral scent is assaulting my nostrils. Her scent feels so mature, so older woman.
顔、赤くなってる。
She moves even closer. And finally, her bountiful breasts press against my chest. I let out a simple squeak at how they feel against me.
うん。ねえ、見て、しゅんくん。
I did. I already looked, so back up.
指入れてみて。
I don't need to go. I don't need to go there.
照れちゃって。かわいい。おっぱい好きなの？ねえ、ちょっと触る？
I can't tear my eyes away from her chest, and she doesn't let me forget it. As I realize that, the sweet smile from earlier hits me again, and I'm completely under her spell. A sleepy look in her eyes, those dainty lips that make you want to reach out and touch them. Her alabaster skin, the little detail of her is just so overwhelming. As bad I can't resist the urge to.
おお。
As I'm about to give in, I hear a familiar voice. Miyuki, there's a student watching! Arika is holding a plastic bag, looking directly at us.
うわ
What the fuck is that outfit supposed to be? After staring at us in disbelief for a
めっちゃ映える
while,
じゃないっすか
she jumps for joy.
違うのよ。これは、
Miyuki jumps away from me, much like a cat leaps from danger.
いや、わかってます。私にはわかってますんで。わかってるって。生徒と教師の禁断のラブロマンス。
Calm down, Arika. I had something in mind just now. She was helping me get it out. Ugh. Like I said, everything hurts. Everything is fucking tense.
ゴミみたいな言い訳っすね。
Yeah.
でもわかります。わかりますよ、先生。先輩ってなんかくっつきたくなるんすよね。
Hey, step back!
またまた。こうやっておっぱい押し付けられて興奮しちゃったんでしょ、先輩。ねえ、どうすか？私も結構自信あるんすよ。ねえねえ。
近森さん、教師の前でそういう過激なスキンシップは倫理的にどうかと思う？
That's hardly convincing coming from you.
やっぱり
もう下の名前で呼び合う仲なんすね。
Nah, this is from way back. I tell Arika how Miyuki is someone I knew when I was a kid. And while I'm at it, I let her know Miyuki lost her keys too.
ちょっとわかります。鍵とか財布ってポケットに入れといた方が安心することありますよね。でも走ったり転んだりした拍子につい落としちゃったり。んなことはどうでもいいっすよ。
Whoa, where did that come
つ
from?
まり、あれっすよね。先輩と先生は子供の頃からよく一緒にいたってことっすよね。
More or less?
何それ、
Why?
いや、だって近所のお姉さんと近所の少年の関係ってつまりは疑似兄弟ってことじゃないですか。
It's true that she used to be like a sister to me, but I wouldn't say that we're practically siblings, whatever that
い
is.
や、違わないっす。だって二人の関係は大人になって夫婦な関係に変化したんすよね。
There's nothing wink wink or nudge nudge about our relationship.
わかってないっすね、先輩。これだから先輩は。
Not bad, huh?
いいっすか？疑似兄弟っていうのは幼い頃にお互いを異性として意識し始めちゃうもんなんすよ。これはもう避けられない運命なんす。無意識だったとしてもそういう目で見ちゃうもんなんす。
Where'd you get that information? That's not accurate, right, Miyuki?
どうか
It looks like she believes it.
まさかこんな身近にめっちゃ映えるシチュエーションがあるとは想定外でした。しかも男女の距離を重んじる学校に通う男女が、しかも男子生徒と美人女教師が。全力で応援しますんで、何か困ったこととかあったら遠慮なく相談に来てくださいね。じゃ、あんまり二人の時間を邪魔しちゃ悪いんで、私はこれで
Arika skips off down the dark road and disappears. It's like a tornado every time.
ねえ、しゅんくん。これって、いろいろまずいわよね。あんな現場、生徒に見られちゃって。
If you think so, please don't do stuff like that again.
もう、どうしましょう。もし生徒に手を出そうとしてたなんて噂が知れたら。教育委員会からは愚か、警察とかのお世話にもなって、逮捕されて、牢屋に入れられて。
No, you're overthinking it.
しゅんくんしゅんくんって呪文のようにつぶやいてるうちに公主隊に連れて行かれて。
I said you're overthinking it.
最後に言い残す言葉はって言われて、結局「しゅんくん!」って叫んで。あら？でもそんな最後も悪くないのでは？
Can you not off yourself that hypothetical? Why are you actively hoping for death?
もうどうしよう。おしまいよ。私の Teacher's Life。おしまいよ。
Did you just say teacher's life? She's only taking a time for the worse. Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with Arika seeing us.
なんで
She's the type who wants to tear down the social barriers that keep men and women apart. She's all for love.
それはまたうちの学校の方針とは正反対の思想を持ってるのね。
Yes, so I don't think Arika, who is all for the mingling of opposite genders, would go out of her way to report this. She did threaten me once, though.
脅迫
But I think she's normally pretty chill. At least I think so. Probably.
大丈夫なのそれは。もう、しゅんくんがそう言うのなら信じるわ。
Thanks, Arika. I feel like I've gotten a little closer to Miyuki. I could afford a little more self-restraint sometimes. That's it myself. Alright, not to go back on our conversation from earlier, but your key.
鍵何のこと
Your key to where you live.
そうだったわね。もともとその話をしていたのよね。
Looks like she completely forgot. Is she really okay living on her own like this?
でも、ほら、今日はやっぱり遅いし、無理に付き合ってもらわなくても。
Just to check, did you contact the academy?
でも、職員室や教室、ロッカーを探してもらったけど。
What about the guidance office? Could it possibly be? Mika and I go back to campus together. Wait for her to by the gates, and soon enough.
しゅんくんあったわ
In her hand, Miyuki has a tiny key hanging from a fancy star-shaped keychain. Oh, great! So it wasn't a guidance office.
夜勤の職員さんが見回りをする前だったから、まだ生徒指導室に落ちてたみたい。でも、よく気づいたわね。私、全然思い当たらなかったのに。
It's just by chance. Arika said, but if you run or fall sometimes, they can easily slip out without you noticing. That's what gave me the idea that maybe you dropped when you fell out of your chair.
ああ、石ころにつまずいた時の。
She's really sticking with that story.
でもよかった。これで明日は大丈夫ね。ありがとう、しゅんくん。すごく助かっちゃった。
I'm just glad to be of help. Of course, I don't think this makes up for everything she did for me when I was little. But maybe it started to make a dent. I think I've grown up at least a little since back then. Then I'll be heading out now. Be careful on your way home.
あ、待って、しゅんくん。
Yeah?
よかったら、私の家で、ご飯でもどうかな。ほら、もうスーパー閉まっちゃってるでしょ？私が巻き込まなければ間に合ったのに。
Don't worry about it. I can survive on rice balls from the convenience store.
私が巻き込まなければ、しゅんくんはスーパーで栄養たっぷりのご飯にありつけたはずなのに。私のせいで、しゅんくんに摂取されるはずだった大事な栄養が、まだ成長期かつ思春期なのに。
What? Really, I'm fine.
いいえ、気にするわ。それに、ちゃんとお礼がしたいのよ。
You know, the longer this goes on, the more I'm fucking afraid that one of the sex scenes will involve her forcing diapers on him. Sneeze gone? Sneeze gone.
だから、来てもらえないかしら。
She looks into my eyes and my heart sings. It's nearly impossible to say no now. I've always turned her down instantly. But since coming back to town, being with Kasa and Arika, and of course Miyuki, really got been interacting with people more than usual. Just a bit, then. Miyuki is the first person I've ever felt comfortable around. What about her made me so calm? Because she's always been so open and honest with me. Both back then and now. Just for dinner. I don't want to see her upset or hurt.
そうなら、お赤飯とちらし寿司、ケーキなんかも用意しないとね。
Sorry, just plain white rice is fine. I'm nervous, I guess, but being with me makes her happy. Doesn't feel that bad overall.
ちょっと待ってね。郵便物とか回収しちゃうから。
I feel like this is the happiest I've seen her since my return. She starts humming to herself happily. Huh? What's wrong?
ちょっと待っててね、しゅんくん。
Miyuki rushes in before I can respond.
これもこれもダメ。私ったらなんでこれこうして。こんなの見られたらお読みいけない。
Noise coming from inside is worrying.
待たせたわね。
No problem, may I come in?
いつでも Come here って感じかしらね。
She's serious?
さあ、遠慮なくかかってきなさい。
I'm good with just coming in normally. Thinking back on it, this may have been the biggest turning point in our relationship. Who could have imagined to think something like that would happen after this?
ハニーハニーハニー。
Oh! The room before me is fairly similar to what her room was like when I was a kid. She's always liked things clean. Must have misheard all that commotion earlier. Yeah, it was all in my head. Your room is so clean, and I feel so mature somehow. Miyuki, are you okay? Rushed to her side just as she
大
collapses.
丈夫よ。ちょっとだけ過呼吸になっただけ。
I heard someone say they're just hyperventilating so casually. Motherfucker! I hate this fucking toe. Doubt I'll ever hear it again either. Are you nervous?
そんなことないわ。なんで私が自分の部屋で緊張するのよ。
She's stuttering. I think it's more normal for me to be nervous, the nervous one in this situation now. In that case, are you feeling under the weather?
違うの。話すほどのことではないのよ。
Right.
別に、しゅんくんが私の部屋にいるという事実に呼吸が乱れたとか、初めての来客がしゅんくんという事実を今更認識して、心臓が破裂しそうになったとか。
決してそういう理由で倒れたわけではないわ。
She said I didn't need to worry about it, but then told me all about it. No, you can be more casual around me, like how you treat me on campus.
そうね。少し取り乱しすぎたわ。それじゃあ夕飯作ってくるからちょっと待ってて。
She's gonna be okay like that. The way things are going, I worry she might drop the knife. Should I go offer my help?
そうだ、しゅんくん。
Yes, what is it?
そこのクローゼットは絶対に開けちゃダメよ。
Closet. I wouldn't open it even if you asked.
何が入ってるかを聞くのもなしよ。
Okay.
この後かくれんぼをすることになってもクローゼットにだけは隠れちゃダメだからね。
I get it already. Wait, why would we play hide and seek?
でもしゅんくん小さい頃かくれんぼ好きだったから。
Maybe when I was a kid, but I'm too old for that now.
そう。かくれんぼはしないのね。
She totally planned on playing it.
それじゃあ食べましょうか。いただきます。
The table is filled with hot dishes. Wow, you made all these?
余り物の食材しかなかったからちょっと物足りないかもしれないけど。
This is hardly slapped together. Everything looks amazing.
大げさよ。五穀米なんて炊いてる時間なかったから冷凍していたのをチンしたものだし。
There's a chicken stew, a fluffy omelette, kinpita burdock, and lotus roots, and simple white miso soup. And there's boiled spinach with shiitake, natto, salted salmon, and nori. She's covered all the bases and then
ス
some.
ーパーが空いてればもっとボリュームのあるものを用意できたのだけど。
No, normally I'm not the healthiest of eaters. Seeing this well-balanced meal really makes me appreciate all you've done. First things first, I think I'll start with the spinach. That is delicious.
本当によかった。普段一人でしか食べないから、ちょっと味が不安だったの。
There's no need to worry. Really, it's delicious. It really takes me back, too. When I was a kid, my parents were always working late. Miyuki would often bring me dinner. But apparently she made most of those meals. She was still young back then, too. She's so impressive. I'm gonna make some man very happy in the future. Miyuki, are you okay?
ごめんなさい。みっともないところを見せたわね。恥ずかしい。
No, it's fine. My fault for saying something
そ
weird.
れで、旦那さんがどうこうっていう話なのだけど、詳しく聞かせてもらえ
Seems
る
to be getting more worked up instead of less. Let's eat first. It'd be such a shame if the food got cold. I can even stuff my face with Miyuki's cooking. And Miyuki, well... Miyuki?
なーに
She's over the moon. You haven't been eating at all.
いいの。しゅんくんを見てるだけで、美味しい思いしてるから。
What does that mean?
ごちそうさま。しゅん。
No, really, I don't follow. You should eat up, Miyuki. It's getting cold.
みゆきさんを食べたい。
I didn't say that! I can't tell when she's joking and when she's being serious. Thought you used to make the same jokes all the time back then. They are jokes, aren't they? Thank you for the meal. I lost in thought considering that option. I ended up eating the rest of the food on the table.
お粗末様でした。
Let me help clear up.
大丈夫よ。私がやるから。あ、よかったら、お風呂にする？
No thanks.
それともご飯にする？
We just had one.
それとも、
I already know where she's going with
勉
this.
強にする？
That's not what I expected!
しゅんくん、現代文の成績だけ、平均より少し低めだから。
That's right, Miyuki teaches modern
かくれん
literature.
ぼしないなら、昔みたいにお勉強を教えてみよっかなって。
Honestly planned on playing hide and seek. He's clearly determined to turn me back into a kid again. But having you tutor me sounds good. I've got tests coming up soon anyway. Well, since you bring it up, I am struggling a bit with modern literature. Getting help in my studies, even if it just for a bit, would be nice.
本当に？今ならいろんなこと。そう。いろんなことを教えてあげられるけど。
Just modern literature is fine.
保健体育とか、いつ言っとく？
Make it sound like that's a quick convenience store run. Aren't you embarrassed saying stuff like that?
本音を言うと、こんなことで今後教師が務まるのか、不安になるほどの失言だと思ってるわ。
That's taking things a bit to a bit of an extreme. She plummeted to the pits of despair. Be quick there. So quick there. Should at least try to cheer her up. Students love you. I think it's a career well suited to you for you, honestly. Your teaching style is nice, and you're kind to everyone. She only gets weird when she's alone with me. Other than that, she's picked a perfect example of a mature, reliable woman. So I think you can have confidence in yourself as a teacher.
私、死ぬの？
What?
だって、しゅんくんが私のことをこんなに褒めてくれるなんて。頭おかしくなる。そっか。私、この時のために教師になったのね。
Gotta doubt that.
いいえ、教師どころの話じゃないわ。きっと、この時のために私は生まれてきたのよ。
Please don't suddenly find your calling in life mid-conversation.
しゅんくんに褒められちゃった。今日記念日にするわね。
Special anniversary. So about the studying.
何の話？おっぱい揉む？
No! You said you'd tutor me in modern literature!
ああ、そうだったわね。
Did you forget already?
そんなことないわ。 じゃあ、教科書を出してもらえる？
We didn't have modern lit class today, so I didn't bring it with
なら
me.
予備のを持ってくるわ。確かクローゼットに。
Miyuki moves and opens the door to the closet. I was told multiple times I wasn't allowed to open. And a few seconds after she realized what she did... Miyuki! Once the door opens, the contents come tumbling out like an avalanche. Miyuki is quickly overpowered, tossed onto her back by all the stuff cascading out. This is...
ダメよ、シュン君。
見ちゃダメ
Photo frames, stuffed animals, posters, clocks, albums, a life-size panel, wall scrolls, bed sheets, dakimakura pillows, folders, keychains, acrylic standees, coasters, CDs, DVDs, and not just one or two of each either. At a glance, there's obviously at least 20 posters and photos, and at least 10 of each stuffed animal and standee. If it was just a collection of otaku goods, I'd be a little surprised, but it'd be nothing to double take at. But this! I think I'm still in shock. Is all of this me? It's disturbing is what it is. Miyuki! They're gonna hear you outside! She's gone. Yeah, my words aren't gonna reach her anyway. This blush is well made? Is this based off of photos of me as a kid? Did you make it?
はい。すいません。シュン君グッズ作っちゃって。すいません。
Oh, and this is based off of me recently? Looks just like me.
はい。シュン君グッズの中でも自信作です。申し訳ございません。
Yes, it's what I was proud of! I'm so sorry. The pillows, sheets, and standees seem to be photos. Oh, the pillow has both young me and older me on it. Wow. Looks like you have a lot of stuff with young me as the base, but I do see some of me now sprinkled in too.
実は、シュン君毛布カバーもあるんだけど、見る？
Oh, you do? Yes, please. Who would say that?
すみません。
What is this stuff? My face is on CDs and DVDs too!
それね、中の CD の方も。
Oh, my face is even printed on these CDs themselves. This is terrifying. What even is this? What's on these things?
音声 CD の方は、シュン君の声とか、合成音声とか、寝息が入ってて、おやすみ、みゆきって言ってくれたり、みゆきは可愛いなって言ってくれたりするの。
What?
でも、DVD の方は、シュン君が映ってる昔のホームビデオを単に焼いただけで。
Where did you take those videos? I don't remember that. More importantly, though, there's a lot of DVDs here. What's this? Shun DVD Engagement Edition 1?
それはね、シュン君が婚姻届を私に渡してくれた、あの名シーンが収録されてるの。
Famous scene? Miyuki's eyes light up as she talks about it. Wait, paperwork to get married? I did something like that?
シュン君は小さかったから覚えてないかもしれないけど、大きくなったらみゆきさんと結婚するって言いながら、私に婚姻届を渡してくれたのよ。
Young Shun the player, who knew? Where did I even get that paperwork?
あの婚姻届はシワ一つつけずにちゃんと保存してあるわ。ほらこれ見て、 ちゃんと2人分の印鑑までしてあるの。
Why would I stamp something like that? And why did you stamp it too, Miyuki?
日付回りと年齢は空欄になってるから、ここを埋めれば正式な書類になるのよ。まあ、さすがに幼い頃のしゅんくんが書いたものだから本気にはしてないけど。
Miyuki.
というか、本気にしたら私、いろいろとどうにかなっちゃいそうだったし、でも、疲れた時にこれを見ると、胸の奥から不思議な力がみるみると。
Miyuki, I think you should stop there.
ごめんなさい。
Could it be... And this is just me thinking out loud. Is this what you were cleaning up before you let me in? This stuff?
皇帝よりの皇帝かな。
So I've seen right there.
10年。
Huh?
しゅんくんがこの町からいなくなってからの10年間、私は何もない海に放り出されたような気分で空虚な日々を過ごしていたわ。ご飯は1日1食しか食べれなくなったし、成績も下がったし、友達も減ったし。
Seriously?
毎日何度も何度もため息ついてたから、地球の二酸化炭素濃度もだいぶ高くなったと思う。
She's causing worldwide
で
problems.
もね、負の感情が最高潮まで高ぶった時、私はある発想に至ったの。
And what was that?
しゅんくんがいないのなら、しゅんくんを作ればいいんだって。
You're really going full mad scientist now.
最初は写真とポスターを飾るだけだった。たったそれだけでもヒーリング効果がすごくて。さらにぬいぐるみや抱き枕を作っていたら、どんどん気分が高揚して多幸感に満ちていって。
I had a feeling the way she's phrasing this isn't helping anyone.
しゅんくんグッズが増えるたびに、私の人生はプラスの方へ傾き始めたわ。難関大学の受験も、教員試験も、普通免許も、一発合格。景気づけに買った宝くじも10万円当たったし、懸賞もよく当たるようになったし。
Kind of became a spiritual experience for me.
人生におけるどんな苦難も絶望も幸福に変えられる。そう。
I feel like that was supposed
し
to
ゅ
be
んくん
a
グ
Miyuki
ッズな
line.
らね。
Are we in a commercial for something? Miyuki. Aren't you getting overly attached to this stuff?
もういっそのこと、しゅんくんグッズの、いえ、しゅんくんの素晴らしさを知ってもらおうと思って。
She needs merch to see that.
私にとって、しゅんくんは生きる糧なのよ。しゅんくんがいるから、毎日頑張ろうって思えるの。日々を楽しく生きていられるのも、全部、しゅんくんのおかげなのよ。だから、
You can't just say write. You can't just write me. This is a lot. I'm supposed to say that. Feeling a lot of things, but I can't really find the words.
しゅんくん。もしかして、怒ってる？
I'm not mad, but honestly, I'm creeped out. If anything.
だって。
Don't cry. You're not a kid. I'm the one who wants to cry in this situation.
たった一つの生きがいがなくなってしまったんだもの。仕方ないじゃない。
Reason to live? Me?
10年間、しゅんくんロスだったのよ。しゅんロスなのよ。シュロスよ、シュロス。
Wait, are you saying shoeless? That doesn't mean I hate you though, Miyuki.
本当に嫌いになってない？
No, though I did briefly consider turning you into the police. But you're still like sister to
そ
me.
れが問題なのよ。
Oh, so now you're comical.
この際だから言ってしまうけれど、私、君が幼かった頃から君を異性として見ていたわ。
Huh?
さらに言うと、 君が幼かった頃から、君を、エッチな目で、見てたわ。
That's too honest! No, wait a second. Now that I think this over, we used to hug a lot. We were so close, heck, we even took baths together. And she'd lie in bed with me after, and we'd hold hands. I really questioned it back then, but now...
勘違いしないでね。他の小さな男の子を見ても、全然ドキドキしたりはしないの。そういう初多属性みたいなのがあるわけじゃないってことは覚えておいて。ここ、テストに出るから。
I mean, you really can't say that she's a pervert or something if her only reaction is to the person Shun. Sounds like an awful test. I never thought I'd hear Miyuki have to make that kind of denial. Which means, though, the reason you've been so clingy since I came back is not because you're overprotective of me, but because you were trying to catch my eye.
言わなきゃダメ?
No, I can guess from that reaction. What kind of expression am I making right now? What kind of expression should I have on? I'll be right back. I nose a bit more free again. Hear that? What kind of expression should I have on?
シュン君。
Yes?
私の気持ちはね、今でも変わってないから、それどころか、再会を機に、なおのことを意識するようになっちゃったっていうか。だから、お姉さんのような存在じゃなくて、一人の女として見てくれると嬉しいかな、なんて。
Miyuki. If I wasn't surrounded by my own face right now, my heart may have fluttered a bit. But Miyuki is using all of her courage to be honest with me right now. She's terrified of me coming to hate her over it. As she may be, she's still honestly confided in me. I'm sure that's because she really trusts me and loves me. Please, can't answer those feelings of hers at the moment. And even if I did, we're student and teacher. I should really think this over. Please give me some time to sleep on it. Should I look at her as a woman? Or should I continue treating her as my sister from another mister? Or maybe I should think of her as the crazy creator of the Shun collection, and possibly run for the hills. Either way, I need to decide if I want to accept your feelings.
ごめんね。
Why are you
急
apologizing?
に変なこと言われて戸惑ってるわよね。
I'm torn, but that's because of the collection. It feels weird to call it a collection. I'm honestly happy to hear about your feelings. I'm surprised by my own words. I'm not a particularly good liar. So if I'm unable to articulate that so well, it must be... so if I'm able to articulate that so well, it must be true. I think I'll go home for the day. It's getting late. Thank you for the food.
私もいろいろとごちそうさまでした。
Let's not touch that bomb for now.
あ、シュン君、帰る前に一つだけ。
What's that?
シュン君グッズは捨てなくてもいい。
I leave that decision up to her and leave. A few days later.
ホームルーム始めるわよ。みんな席について。
Miyuki and I haven't been alone together since that day.
進路希望調査のプリント、まだ出してない人は来週までに提出してね。もし決まらなそうなら、
Oh,
い
that's
つでも
why it's
相談に
flowing
乗る
so
わ。
fast. I was wondering.
みんな気軽に声をかけて。
Knows. I'll be right back again. Oh, fucking course I would get a nosebleed when I had the tissues there. Down here. A lot of students stand up to take her up on her offer, mostly guys. But there's also a lot of girls who look up to her as a woman committed to her career.
はい、静かに。それじゃあ、出血取るわよ。
Mika I saw that day almost feels like she was from a different dimension. Honestly, I have to question the gap between the woman before me and the one I see when we're
折
alone.
原くん、
Is my existence that's surrounding her? No, she did say that after I went away, her health and school grades
折
deteriorated.
原くん、返事は？
Oh, I'm good.
そう。元気ならよかったわ。
Class laughs. That's right, this academy doesn't ask about your well-being during roll call. I've transferred so many times now, the different rules tend to blur together sometimes. Plus, each time I move, I lose friends and have to play catch-up. I like being alone, but that may be more attributed to my experiences than I'd like to admit.
それじゃあ、休み時間の後は現代文ね。あ、それと、明日は私、出張でいないから、何か用があるなら、なるべく今日までにお願いね。
Despite all my flaws, Miyuki really does try to look out for me. Sure, her feelings might have played a small part. Okay, a large part. I am fairly aware that that's no easy feat being a teacher. But she still went out of her way to make time for me. She's still taking care of me like back then, even to this day.
いいの。しゅんくんを見てるだけで、美味しい思いしてるから。私にとって、しゅんくんは生きる糧なのよ。しゅんくんがいるから、毎日頑張ろうって思えるの。日々を楽しく生きていられるのも、全部、しゅんくんのおかげなのよ。
That's me, huh? And that's the first time anyone's ever said that to me. Of course it would be. The only people I've had connections with are the ones I pursued myself.
さあ、授業始めるわよ。この間の続きからだから。教科書の33ページを開いて。
But I've been supporting her too, in a sense, even if I didn't know until now. Yuki's been creating all that Shun merch all this time. She's loved her collection for 10 years now, and it's helped to keep her inspired. That's an impressive stash too, complete with pillows, CDs, DVDs. So much to like about Miyuki, and some of the things about her are also borderline illegal. It's hard to
こ
decide.
の時の主人公の気持ちを10文字以内で答えてみて。じゃあ、この問題は。
How the protagonist feels. I mean,
Orihara-kun?
okay, relate to this one. Protagonist of my life story is clearly mean, yes. Huh, you have my answer. He feels pulled in every direction.
正解よ。ちゃんと予習してきたのね。偉いわ。
Managed to get it correct. Oh. Okay, I'm still unsure of my own answer. I'd probably feel better if there was someone I could talk to about this. Because of my son transfer and aversion to people, I don't have anyone like that in this academy. I can't really tell anyone I'm pining for over Miyuki either. I'm a teacher and student after all. If anything, I can only see a bad news cycle coming from doing so.
お、先輩じゃないっすか。
Second to tell someone I want to consider Miyuki as life partner and not homeroom teacher is the day of...
無視っすか。
You're way too close. Where did you come from?
別に急じゃないっすよ。ちゃんと一声かけたっすもん。
Oh, sorry, I was lost in thought.
考え事それってもしかして、三峰先生のことっすか？
Yeah, it is. There was someone I could talk to. And right in front of me, too. Hey, you haven't told anyone about Miyuki and me, right?
当たり前じゃないっすか。そんなもったいないことしないっす。
You said you were cheering for us and that I could come to you anytime if I'm troubled, right? If I'm ever troubled, right? I feel like I'm gonna end up owing her after this, but, can I ask you something? Need to focus on solving this Miyuki thing as soon as possible.
ハニーハニーハニ
ー。なるほどっすね。っていうか、本当にまだ恋人同士ってわけじゃなかったんですね。
I'm gonna end this part here because George just wanna sin next time. Fuck my life. Bye bye.